Okay. So we just watched the video. So I have to start off with the presentation that I give. Would you change anything, give any advice, or?
Well, I have a question first.
Yes.
Is there like a specific format that you have to write your lessons in?
Yes, I have that.
Okay. That was going to be part of my comments about
the lessons. So this
is...
no,
I just had a question about that. So
okay.
So you have a target. Okay. Do you have like
So I have this part. So this is how to meet the needs of like multiple means engagement, and then here's how I set my lesson plan.
Right. Okay.
So it's just in here, just by bullet points.
Okay. I was just asking because I know in our district we do direct instruction, and the format is a little bit different.
Okay.
And so usually when I teach a lesson, I do the model. The clean model is just me talking and showing them how to do it, and I don't really ask them for any input until I get past my first clean model, and then I go to ask them information. It's part of the guided response.
So start with just like all me doing the talking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you give them all the information first.
Okay.
And show them how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next step would be, okay, let's do it together.
Okay. So I did my example too early.
Well, you were asking them for input while you were doing your example.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is what I've learned is that when you do your example, it's called a clean model, that you just do your example without any input.
Okay.
And then the next one, you can ask for their input, like what is the main idea, or what does that mean?
Okay.
Or who can come up here and underline it or whatever.
Right.
And then after that, it would be then that they do it by themselves or with a partner.
Okay. Perfect. I like the idea of having them come up and do it too, because I did all the underlining.
Mm-hmm. It's engaging to them.
Right.
It's kind of a buy-in.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Then how about when they were would you have them do the independent work then after that? How I did it?
Mm-hmm.
We're splitting up two groups. Was that fine?
I think that was good. That was definitely good. I like how you said they were numbered, and then they had to find their numbers or go into groups based on their numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you keep it to 2 to 3 like I did, or would you have done just pairs or bigger groups for more discussion?
I think sometimes partner work is good because it's just the one person talking to another person, and it doesn't get confusing. And then sometimes the kids will be like, "Well, I didn't get a turn because this person was talking a lot."
Okay.
But if you do it a lot and they know how to do it, then I think it's a great idea to do it the way you did it.
Perfect. Okay. The idea of the cone, should I have incorporated that more of like this one more in my presentation? Because this was my final product. Mm-hmm. Should I have showed how to do this in my PowerPoint?
I think it's always a good idea when you're doing your lesson to show it in a similar format than what you expect them to do.
Okay.
So they really know what your expectation is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Because I had one little girl, she flipped hers, so she did this, and then she flipped hers over. And did that, and I really liked that idea because then they get to cut it out. I thought that was a really good idea too.
Yeah, definitely a good idea to do it. Some of the kids that need a little bit more support, when you show them exactly the same format and you model it that way, then they can see, oh, this goes here, this goes here.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a different format, it might just be a little bit more confusing.
Right.
Some of the kids that you have that are more independent probably wouldn't matter as much for them.
Okay. Do you have any other critiques that I could have improved, like anything I could have improved on overall, or?
I like how you've had them in groups with the numbers, so I think that's really good and really important to have that partner talk. The other thing that I thought was really good was how you had the sentence frames already up there for them.
Okay. That's
really important for the structure and accountability, so they know this is what I'm supposed to be doing and this is what I'm supposed to say. No, I think that the biggest critique or was at the beginning when I was saying about
Okay.
modeling it first without any input.
Right.
That way they know exactly what you want.
The expectations. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Yeah. I know while I was doing it, I felt like something was not going, it wasn't going as smoothly as I wanted it to. I felt that, so.
I think, too, part of it at the beginning, when you do all the talking at the beginning, and then after that, then they get to talk, and so they become more engaged, and that way you're not talking the whole time.
Right.
So it kind of limits you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And gives them more structured time for their activity.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. That's all I really have with questions for you.
Okay.
With beginning, middle, and end, I guess. Did you like the idea of the ice cream cone?
I do. I think it's really cute. And I think that they probably really liked it.
Yeah.
Because they get to color it and do it all themselves, right?
Yes.
It looks more engaging than just the paragraph.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Would you have done your final, assessment differently maybe for this target that I was going for? Or different?
The ice cream was your final assessment, right?
Yes, for them to understand explaining for the two parts of the standard, which is determine the main idea of the text and then recount the key details and explain how.
I think something you could have added to the ice cream cone was maybe a couple lines at the bottom for their writing to explain what exactly a main idea is.
Oh, okay. So put what a main idea is on here?
Yeah, I mean, maybe at the bottom, just put a couple of lines that says a main idea is, and they have to write it in their own words.
Okay. Okay.
So then you can really see who understands.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Okay. That's all I have for you then. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope it was good.